Hello and welcome to the Museum of the Electric Toothbrush, and this video should have been done on Friday, but I was really busy on Friday. It's been such a busy week, been off work and I've had loads of things to do, and to be honest with you, I'd forgotten. So we're doing this tonight instead, which is our usual time slot of 6 o'clock on a Sunday evening, which is a nice time, isn't it? It's the beginning or end of a week or start of a week, however you like to look at it. So anyway, tonight we're going to look at the Broxodent UK model, and the reason I know it's a UK model I'll reveal later. Broxodent started in 58, 59, and although they were made and developed in Switzerland, they were mass marketed in America. They did have European models under various kinds of packaging. I do actually have the original one that you saw in a previous video. Whereas this one probably came a little later. This one probably came around 65, 66. And the thing I love about it is look at the orange packaging. And you know, if anyone knows me, knows that I absolutely love the colour orange. And it's just such a beautiful package, and it's immaculate. Look, you've got that lovely front cover with, looks like the girl from the Waltons on there, doesn't it? And then we turn it, the Broxodent logo. And on the back we have this wonderful, I mean, you could frame that, couldn't you? I could frame that for the museum, that would look really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful box. Not very big, it does actually, I think this is a travel version, but it's an absolutely beautiful brush, and it's unique in another way. The two sensors here, or the on-off buttons, click, or click on the original model. This model is actually touch sensor. For some reason, you only have to press the two buttons with your fingers, not even very hard, and it activates. It's a very different activating mechanism, but we'll have a look anyway and have a look at this unique design. So there we go, a lovely beautiful box. There's our Broxodent family, okay, and on the back we have our lovely Broxodent squib design. Very much like Brawn and Oral-B. Brawn was the handle and Oral-B were the brushes. The same with this. Broxodent is the handle and Squib are the brushes. Okay. So let's have a look inside. No fancy packaging, it just goes straight to the box and the instructions. So we'll just put that there to one side in the background. And there we have our instructions and our box. We've got the Broxodent logo. Can you see that? Squib are our brushes, like I've mentioned before, and this is immaculate. It's never ever been touched or used, even the brushes inside. It's of a hard plastic, hard durable case. Leave that there for now, and let's look at the actual instruction booklets, which I love. If I get a brush with the original instruction booklets, I've hit gold, and this is amazing. So, book of instructions, please read carefully. How to use the Broxodent for the best in dental health for the whole family. How do I know it's English? Look at this little side note here. Before installing your Broxodent in the bathroom, consult your electrician or local electricity board to ensure that the power point is safe and suitable. Only English houses, or British houses, did not adopt electricity in the bathroom during the 60s and 70s, even 80s. Apart from shaving outlets, I remember my granddad used to shave in the kitchen, and so did my dad, simply because the electricity point was there, and they never ever had electricity in the bathroom. And that's quite common, so I think that, which is an added note, signifies this was sold in England. Okay, there we have our lovely illustration there, and I love this. Broxodent always do hand-drawn illustrations, and some of them are so beautiful. From the previous one I showed, they were like watercolours. Really nice. How to use your Broxodent. There we go, and as you can see, it's 222 40 volt. Can be used in Europe as well, no problem, but this really, I think this was really marketed in England. Lovely orange cover with our lovely illustration of a young man there cleaning his teeth. Okay. There is no need to press hard or scrub, just glide the brush head. Okay, your new Broxodent. If any of you want to see this in full, or send a PDF of this, I can always do that upon request. Okay. And there's our lovely illustration at the end. An absolutely lovely book. What does this say? The centre portion of the Broxodent case forms a tray designed for wall mounting. Suitable screws are enclosed with your Broxodent. Now, I didn't get the suitable screws, but I did actually get the tray which they're talking about. Is my Broxodent guaranteed? There's some question and answers. See if there's anything interesting there. Where can I get extra brushes from the chemist at which you bought your Broxodent? Okay. Okay. Let's see if it says anything about the special on-off button. Let's see. What's it say there? Brake buttons. There you go. They're brakes. They're not actually on-off switches, which is an indication. Stop the brush movement by pressing either side of the two black brake buttons on each side of the motor unit with the thumb or index finger. With the brush movement stopped, wet the bristles and apply dentifrice. Dentifrice, that's an old-fashioned word, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what's inside. Voila, look at this. There is our Broxodent and extra brushes. So, these brush heads have never been opened. They're brand new and I'm not going to open them. These are like hen's teeth in the toothbrush market. Broxodent squib toothbrushes are rare. Okay, so they're going to go to one side. But we do have some here. They're in a lovely casing. Look at that. 2 Broxodent toothbrush heads by Squib. And we are going to actually open these, and I think we can use them. No, we can't. They're sealed as well, so there's no way we can use that. So what I will do is I might just nip very quickly and get a brush head from my other Broxodent, which is just here, and we'll use a head that's already open. Okay. So here we have one, the Broxodent Squib toothbrush. So we don't have to open the original packaging, which is great. So, wire. It's not a curly wire, but it's a good 2 metre long wire, which is great. Okay. And we have our European plug head there. Okay, which is universal for Europe. And what do we have inside? Ah, we do have the screws. There we go. They're the original screws to wall mount what they call the tray, which is this part here. Ah, there we go. This lifts out. So this is the travel, and this you would wall mount on your wall with the screws at the back there. And then your brushes would stand on here like that. Okay, isn't that lovely? Okay, you can't see in this light, but this toothbrush is absolutely pure white. Most of my brushes, as you know, they get yellow over age, and it's a terrible curse of having anything white and electrical. They're yellow for some reason. This one, you can't tell in this light because we're using halogen light, but it's perfectly white. It's absolutely immaculate. Look at that. Look at the head. Okay, I'm sure they based on some kind of animal. Looks like an animal. These are the brake buttons, so they don't click on and off. They're just pads. They don't actually do anything when I touch them. They're like touch sensor for that. You know, that era. That's quite advanced. And we have the Broxodent logo there. We have the wire here and the black lead. So let's give it a go. So I'm just going to plug this in, and what will happen is it will start straight away. Until I touch the brake buttons, okay? So here we go. There we go. So there it's activated, that's the spindle there. Now, theoretically, if I touch both these pads, it'll stop. Yeah, and what it is, it's nothing futuristic. It's not a touch sensor as we know it, where you touch your screen on your phone and it activates it. It's literally, I am braking something in there. When I press it, I can feel something that I'm stopping. I'm actually stopping the motor, so it's like 2 brake pads literally. So it says to stop the brake pad, and then to add toothbrush head and let go. Oh, there we go. For a Broxodent, this is quite powerful. Normally Broxodents, the early models, are very gentle. This one has some force behind it. Let's look at the actual brushing angle like we normally do. I stop it. And all I'm doing is I'm just pressing either side of the pads with my fingers. Not much pressure either. It's not a difficult job. There we go. But I can feel the motor kind of like struggling under my pressure. It wants to be released. There we go. And there it is. Will it work with one finger? Oh, it does. There you go. It works with just one finger. That's great. And it actually works better with one finger, but you can use two. There we go. The Broxodent in its lovely orange case with its lovely wall-mounted stroke travel case. And I guess when you're finished with it, you just unplug it at the wall. There we go. So there you go. And we've got our lovely brushes, which again I'm not going to open. No, they're going to stay there. And I absolutely adore this, which is the Broxodent. Imagine going into the chemist at that time and saying, oh, I'll have one of those Broxodent, a couple of brush heads with my Broxodent, and you take them home and people will think, oh, aren't you posh with an electric toothbrush? Oh, he came in for his Broxodent heads, he must be rich. These were about £100 at the time, I think, or the equivalent of. They weren't £100, they were probably like £16, but at the time it would have been over £100. Like I paid recently for my new AO. There you go. So I'll leave that there. And there we have it, the British or the English Broxodent squib. Good night.